national flag hangs limpid of mast. The whole of our nation yearns for the past. The two we remember, the men who stood strong, that would rise to the fight when freedom went wrong. And I said, oh, what's going on? Nation, eroded by time, with its crushed population just towing the line. They're malnourished with poisons and brought up on lies. They wave foreign banners as the patriots die. I said, oh, what's going on?
Well, hello, you wonderful mother truckers, you gorgeous people, you, and welcome to one hell of a live stream to reflect, I suppose, one hell of a week. And in reality, even worse, one hell of an afternoon. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? I know a lot of people are probably feeling a little bit down, a little bit worried, a little bit depressed. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, eh? So the day started off with Angela Rayner wandering off after allegedly resigning, but as it now turns out was sacked. And we knew then that there would be eventually a cabinet reshuffle. And boy, did we get one. I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around exactly what happened and how, under the Labour Party thing, a Deputy Prime Minister is supposed to be elected by its members, but out of a pool of the most useless, it has to be, hello, John Johnson, I agree, it has to be, without shadow of a doubt, the worst cabinet ever. I mean, in a pool of idiots, morons, and dumb people, he still has to manage to pick the dumbest one of all. Dumbest male of all, shall I say. I mean, Diane Abbott, without a shadow of doubt, is the dumbest woman. But for Christ's sake, David Lammy? Oh. By the way, the whiskey's out tonight. It really is needed. Startman's he has to be trying to tip us off. Hello, John. Welcome, sir. Oh, and thank you very much. He's trying to do something. I mean, Yvette Cooper now is our foreign secretary. So the woman who couldn't control the borders now has to deal with Putin. Oh, God. I mean, she's literally been rewarded for failure. And then, of course, and don't forget that David Lammy apparently is also the head of justice. God, this is painful to read, painful to understand, painful to comment on. And then, I've got the hiccups now. And then, of course, the worst thing of all is our new it's the Secretary of Home Affairs now. And nothing says nothing more than a reflection of Great Britain right now that the name of our Home Secretary is Shamod Mahmood. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The person now in charge of our law enforcement, our borders, and everything that goes with it is a Muslim, a devout Muslim, a Muslim who loves free Palestine. Oh, God, this is... Yes, Robert. Well said. If we thought our government was rubbish before, oh, God. He's doing this on purpose. He's giving us something to rage at while hiding whatever he's up to. Oh, we already know what he's up to. I even know why Rachel Reeves didn't lose... Oh, excuse me, I've got terrible hiccups. Didn't lose her post. Because everybody has not mentioned that. Don't you think it's funny that she's kept her post? Remember when they thought how absurd it was to have Boris Johnson as Foreign Secretary? Yep, absolutely. Lammy is now in pole position to become Prime Minister if Starmer slips up. Oh, God. I mean, I should be laughing. I should be laughing because you go mad. I'm sorry about these hiccups. I don't know where they come from. Please excuse me. I just... Of all the people, Lammy as Deputy Prime Minister. Ah, God. Remember, this is the guy who calls us all Nazis. Oh, God. I mean, literally the man who was impressed by Donald Trump because he gave him an extra piece of chicken. God, we're in trouble. Evening, Monty Mop. There's an Instagram crossover. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, God, excuse me. Absolutely. It is 1984 all over again. Ed Ball's wife represents us on the world stage. Oh, don't even go there. They're going to look at her. Who's going to take her seriously? Genuinely, who's going to take them serious? You've got to have some competition to get Richard and Paul doing the stream. Oh, have I? Oh, well, I didn't know. Only it's the only time I've got. Which is why I came on when I did. He'll give away trillions of reparations. Exactly, John. Because, remember, this is the man who doesn't identify as British, but as Jamaican. The man who's the second in command of this country doesn't acknowledge himself as a British person. And he, of course, as John was quite rightly mentioned, is the man who's heading towards wants reparations for something we did hundreds of years ago. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. Just harmless Tony Blair 2.0. Oh, no, he's way, way worse than him. Oh, excuse me, way, way worse than him, I'm afraid. Oh, dear. Pass some of that through the screamer. Oh, well, you feel free. I've got it. I'm even drinking it out of a skull because, oh, God, it's just mental. You need to be a big fright to cure your hiccups. Have a look at who they're... I know. John, don't even... Oh. Oh, my God, we're screwed. We are, aren't we? We are absolutely screwed. A Muslim in charge of the borders. The leader observes it in either the whole system. Again, Max, welcome, and you're right. The Constitution written in 1701, my favourite number. There, yeah. Actually states that if you're not born in this country, you should never be given a position of power. And it doesn't matter if you're born of English parents, you have to be. Oh, God, we've got a Muslim in charge of the homes of our home defence sort of thing. We got a woman in the opposition who's more Nigerian than ever, deputy prime minister who identifies as Jamaican more than English, and this is what we've got. This is what we've got. Oh God. The fact that PM wanted to wait before it acts a measure of his leadership. Yes, Robert, indeed. I think he was hoping. I mean, how can you break the law, break the rules of the Houses of Parliament, yet somehow still work with integrity? Oh my God! I'm literally. I just don't know what to say, really. Who's in charge of the grape inquiry? Oh, well, it's Shamid Mahmood. That's right. The Home Secretary of a Muslim, now in charge of the investigation into the Muslim rape gangs. That's good. Go well, innit? Oh, and that Islamophobia law, you watch that fly through. And a Muslim deciding on policy for reform. Yes, Robert, because he's promoted himself again, hasn't he? Yeah, I mean, Andrea Jenkins, please, on a day where you just thought things couldn't get any worse and cringier, what the fuck was that all about? Oh, God. Canada, Australia, UK, there's a running theme. Yeah, they want to get rid of the West. They want us destroyed. Bless me. Bless up, Mr. Gary. Hello, Gary. Sorry, this has come on. It's probably because I've been drinking far too much alcohol. Because I need something at the moment. Make Diane Abbott Chancellor. She got oh, no. Yeah, this is true. But have you noticed that Bridget Phillipson and Hair by Lego have survived? Have you noticed that? Don't you think that's a bit odd? That those two survived. Although I think I've figured out why Reeves is where she is and why her job is secure at the moment. Oh, I know, Robert. Even the X Factor would have told us to piss off. Oh, God, that was embarrassing. That was, super cringe. I saw that and I thought, cringe. And then I knew Angela had gone. I thought, oh, now wrong with a bevy on a Friday night. Oh, God, I need more than a bevy. I tell you what, to be sitting here now and seeing how our cabinet has been reshuffled and the people that are now in positions of power. I've just been down the pub. Not enough people talking about the state of the country. Much more he said, she said. Oh, well, Gary, I get it. I mean, sometimes I think people genuinely do it because they just don't know what to say. They're just terrified, scared. Perhaps they just want to go down the pub and have a beer and try and forget stuff. I get it. That's, of course, if there'll be any pubs left come the end of next year because they're closing at such a rate. It's such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? You know, one day I would love to be able to come on a live stream or do a video and have something happy and positive to say and something to sort of try and lift the nation's spirits. And all I feel like doing is drowning myself with my own spirits because I don't know how it's going to end. Nigel Farage unveiling of Nadine Dorries, nothing for me. I mean, nothing. John, Tories 2.1. I've been saying that for years. I mean, I know some people say, look, Gobster, you attack reform, but you don't give us any options and somebody else to vote for. I can't because I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Even an absolutely average, welcome. I just genuinely I don't know what we can. Rachel Roots gets a job because no one knows how to use state Casio Calci. She's hidden the manual, perhaps. No. Oh, Gary, there's a load of up by me, all the way from where I live, all the way down the main road into Solihull, all the way, all the flagpoles. It's lovely to see. I'm fine, thank you. Absolutely average. Hope you all. In fact, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all probably just wanting to smack your head up against the brick wall at the moment and go, "What the hell?" Have you got how to organise, John? Not enough proper men around. This is the problem. So let's just get that to come up. Come on, show it. Thank you. Don't hide comments, please. YouTube really annoys me. Yeah, two cheeks of the same backside and a hole in the middle is the. Yeah, well, I've always said that. I've always said that Reform are the arse crack between the two cheeks of the Uni Party. Get on the jungle doing all the bush to control. Oh, God. Sounds like someone's having a party right outside my house as well. That's fine. I get it. I just don't know. I suppose I could take some satisfaction in the fact that this pretty much is the start of the end of Keir and his government. I think I said in a video a few days ago that when they had their meltdown over Farage and this, that, and the other, I thought that the wheels of the wagon were coming off. Now with this reshuffle and the people he's put in place, it's over. They're literally a dead party walking. I don't think we're going to go full term before there's an election. I genuinely don't. Hello, United Britain. I'm practically foaming at the mouth of all this shit. I've never been so pissed off. I totally agree, mate. Totally agree. I just when when you see David Lammy as your deputy prime minister, which I still, by the way, think that's supposed to have gone to a vote with the Labour membership, so I don't think that's going to go down very well. And then I see Yvette Cooper being moved and promoted upward because Foreign Secretary is seen as an upward promotion for failure. And then to see Shabam Mahmood as our new Home Secretary, you just know we're done. We are just done. Because we have no options, we all control. Exactly, we don't. We have nothing. I mean, somebody said, stop bashing Reform. But what can I do? All I can do is just say to people, can't you see what's going on in front of your eyes with Reform? But please give us an alternative. Why have I got to give people alternatives when I don't know one myself? I am keeping one eye on Advanced UK, but I'm not sure what we can do with that. I just don't know. I can't give you any other options to vote because I don't know who to vote for. And that's not the same as me saying I won't vote, because my philosophy is what my father always taught me is if you don't vote, you don't have right of complaint. So I vote. But I don't know. At the moment, if a carrot stood, I'd vote for the carrot. I really would. All I expect is a very different looking House of Commons in 4 years. This is either a massive change in the UK politics. Agree, Robert, something's definitely changing. And it may not necessarily be for the good. And that's another worry. How much more of this are we allowing them to do to us? Look at it this way. The shit is here. If we do not do it, the shit will be a lot less. If we don't, exactly agreed. I absolutely agreed. Another non-Brit in a top position. I know, exactly, Gary. We seem to be just deliberately handing our country over to people who don't come from here. I just don't get it. Reshuffle is a polite way of saying moving them into positions they've been messed up, so no culpability. It's pointless. Can we have Andrea Jenkins and Theresa May supergroup? I said to the Mrs. J, I said, remember when you saw Theresa May? She hadn't seen it. So remember that dance Theresa May did and you all went cringe? She went, yeah. I said, watch this shit. And she just sat there looking and going, oh my God. I said, yep. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more cringier. And this is somebody who wants to be a sitting MP. Oh my God. I have to crack open my new bottle soon. David Spammy, I know, don't even go PD, Rich. Welcome, in any case. Vote's always a click anyway. I don't know if it's always been a scam, but certainly it always has been. The first past the post is specifically designed to limit the opportunities of other parties getting in. They rigged the system many years ago. Remember that a lot of this that we're experiencing now, the wheels were set in motion a long time ago. Some people say it started with Tony Blair. I think it started just after World War II. That's when it all started. He wear his best shell shoot and flip flops when visiting overseas. Carrots are more useful than these clowns. I mean, I'll be honest. This inanimate glass skull probably got more brains in it than the entire cabinet added up. Now, I don't give a shit about David Lammy now. My biggest concern is the fact that we now have a devout Muslim who's in charge of our police, our security, our borders, laws. That's the thing that we should all really be concentrating on. David Lammy's a thick twat and just carry on being a thick twat. And he'll just make us look... I mean, let's be honest, they can't make us look any more stupid on the world stage. They really can't. Okay, we're already there. We're done. We're finished. It's over with that. People are just laughing at my new picture, if you've seen anything, which is what's in it. What's in it is Jack Daniels straight, nothing else. It's my old stuff. I've got a little bit left. Hold on. I've got a little bit left in here. And I mean a little bit left, which I'm actually going to... Yeah, the old Stormtrooper thing, which I'm now going to top my skull back up. There we go. I'll get the last drops of that out. But I thought we were out of JD. I genuinely do. But fortunately, some of you remember that my grandson was ill in hospital with type 1 diabetes and he come out. Well, obviously, I got a present. So, for helping them out, they bought me this. And this is a McLaren and Jack Daniels limited edition JD, which is going to get cracked open. So you just know that's. But that was just bought as a thanks. I don't really want to drink it because the box is really cool, and so is the bottle. But I'll put that back there. Right, let's catch up with the chat. Yes, it is all down to the Fabian Society, which at last people in the media are beginning to pay attention to the Fabian Society. I will do a video on that in the next few days. Hello, Kirsta Clay. Let's just go back because I don't always get hey BD Rich, welcome. It's all to do with Fabian. I hope David Lammy meets a French leader and mentions admiration for Marie Antoinette, the physics Nobel Prize. Yeah, because she apparently created, was it not penicillin, radiotherapy, was it? I think it was. Man's an idiot. What's in it? Oh, you already know that. Hi. Masterful. Good morning, wonderful mother of people. Little hints, the darker it gets, the shine brighter. Yeah, absolutely. We've got to try and hang on to that, haven't we? I'm sort of the person that reform should be attractive, but something about them just doesn't feel right. John, I've done loads of videos on it, and you're right, there is something very, very off. President Trump would mind stationing some of your CIO personnel over here, please. Yeah, that would be useful. That's a good idea. Why don't we all get rat-arsed and then it won't matter, lol. It'll take a bit more to get me rat-arsed. It's madness in it. Absolute madness. That's one way, I guess. Alcohol solves nothing, remember, ladies and gentlemen. It's the solution to and the cause of many of life's problems. You will never find the answer in the bottom of an empty glass, I'm afraid. Tried that when I came out of the forces. I thought my solution was to drink myself out of the issues. It didn't work, so... What the West is going through will not last forever. They've shown their hands, and know thy enemy can give you an advantage. Absolutely, it should give us an advantage. It's just madness. Absolute madness. The thing is, I'm on the Boddingtons. Nice. Oh, excuse me. The Cream of Manchester. That's a nice drink. Sober milk when it's all over. Yeah. It's madness in it. I just don't. Magic Shroom Sessions approaches. Yeah, that more. Oh, I tell you. Colour and orange juice is good. Looks like mud, but sweet for those who can drink it. Yeah. With my diabetes, because I got type 2, I think cola and orange juice may not necessarily be good for me. But then again, nor is alcohol, It's not stopping me at the moment. I really do need something to take the edge off it. It's just Richard Tice has a home in Dubai. It's his first home or second. Oh, that's his. That's where he keeps his shag piece safe and his kids. Apparently, keeps her safe over there. She only pops over every now and again. Mrs. G, by the way, is at work, and Camilla Tomini is staying in the hotel where she works. There you go. She served her to a couple of glasses of water. The tight ass. Just thought I'd drop that in there. She said, "Do I want a photo?" I said no, because she fucking hates Tommy. So, been up since 3 a.m. Need to get some keep takeout. Absolute average. Get a good sleep. I think we're going to need a long one for ourselves. Well, everyone else completely fucked up in my opinion, and exposed them to everyone. Absolutely. Bollingtons. Want to flake with that, love. I remember the advert. Mel, what's her name? What was her name? Can't remember the second name. I remember those adverts. I'm not supposed to drink or smoke. I had heart attack a couple of years ago, but now it's going, fuck it. It's shit, innit? I feel you. I genuinely feel you. I really do. I have one of my friends, my health won't allow me alcohol. I miss a good whiskey. Yeah. Every now and again to sit down and have a sip of a good whiskey. Don't worry. That's where he keeps reformed. Oh, don't even start. Please, Andrea Jenkins, what the fuck were you thinking? What? I mean, first, the blue sparkly jumpsuit, but then to come out and sing, oh, fuck off. Oh, sorry, but oh my God. Sykes, that's it, Melanie Sykes. Gosh, she was gorgeous, she was. Don't see much of her now. By heck, you smell gorgeous. Getting old isn't fun. No, it really isn't. It sucks. It really does. And what makes it even better is, or in some respects worse, is the fact that we lived in the good times. Oh, I'm getting too old for this shit, but it looks like we're going to have to step up and fight this one now. Absolute madness. Now, I've got 50 people watching on YouTube, which apparently is really good because other massive YouTubers are currently running live streams as well. So thank you for joining me. Yeah, it was a kidney stone, but I'm on the mend now. I know you were, mate. I bet that. Well, I know we've discussed it, and I can imagine the pain. I can really imagine the pain. See, oh, that's interesting. I'm on Bollington because 30 litres of wine brewing in the corner is not ready yet, lol. Fuck it, just drink it now. It's the worst it could do. Give me 2 minutes, I'm going to bring you the truth. Bring it. Bring the truth. I met her in 1996 interview, Boys to Men. I was driving them. Nice. Melanie Sykes retired from the TV. As she said, she was a toxic and a hostile industry. She ain't wrong. Look at the damage it's done to all the other people who've been involved in it, to be fair. Oh, I remember one of the blokes off flipping used to be in London's Burnings got done as well for fiddling kids, the dirty bastard. I don't know what's up with me, but further tests in 11 days. Fingers crossed, Robert. Honestly, mate, fingers crossed. And if you need to talk, you know where I am, mate. Drink the vinegar. Yeah, hi, Dan. Waterwork doctors confirmed it yesterday. Right, Fabian's Farage is one. Of course he is. We know this. Many of us know this. Many of us have already woken up to Farage a while ago. I actually woke up to Farage and what was going on in the Reform Party when I went to the very first one. Remember the one just before the election in Birmingham? I went to that one and I listened and I paid attention, and Mohammed Zia Youssef was introduced, and that was the moment I went, fuck this shit. There's something wrong. Yeah, of course, Farage is. Remember that Nigel Farage didn't really want to actually have Brexit. He was hoping that we'd lose, so he could keep his seat in the Parliament. Ben Habib told you that. Pay attention. September the 13th. Hello, Decker. Yes, although if you are there, all of you, behave yourselves, but moreover, head on a swivel, because I got a funny feeling, especially in the environment that we're in right now, something could be brewing. I'll go into that at a later date. London's burning lots. London's bumming. Does it matter? Well, I miss home briskies. Nom 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 nom. You can't beat home brew. I might do that with myself one day. I might do some home brew. But then again, do I want to make? Because if I do home brew, I probably won't make it to the end of the month. And lamb's beer and cider is also a nice brew to try them out. I've heard that as well, Monty Mum. I have actually heard that that's pretty good going. Why wasn't the march this weekend? Stoke, Brum next week. Yes, I know. Well, I can't make it down there. I've said this from the get go. I've got too much going on here, and I just can't up and go to London, and I can't afford it. That's another genuinely reason. Hi, Anthony. Welcome. Welcome to all of you who are currently in the chat and watching this. Hello, welcome. If it's the first time you've popped on to see what I have done, welcome to my shed of shit, and welcome to a Brummy talking crap about stuff with my own unique way. Bets on Nigel for PM in 29. Nope, it won't be. They'll win most likely. If for one, I don't think it's going to go to 2029. It's going to be before then. But when they do win, go by Nigel's past track record, he will up and piss off. And why do you think Mohammed Youssef is slowly but steadily moving up the ranks in reform? And pictures of him all the time of portraying him as this wonderful leader. Pay attention, keep your eyes open, see what happens. Now Holt's both backstabbing and wokeness. Absolutely, yeah. Cops are starting to turn nasty with protesters. Yep, because they've had new instructions to do so. You know that. I went off Farage when he sued the pilot who was in the light aircraft crash with. The pilot since died of an unrelated incident. I know, it's one of those things that happens. Evening, leave my rights alone. Welcome. Robert, not the best pilot then. Well, technically, they all walked away from it, so it was a good landing, apparently. But Mark Roly-Poly, Keir Starmer says, absolutely. No, I shall not behave. Not in my nature. My dad was always a scallywag. Bravo and excellent. Yanks always aligned with Nigel. We're only making plans for Nigel. Yeah, this is true. Better be apolitical. Don't trust any of them. Well, you can understand why that's going. Hello, Denise. Welcome. Trump wasn't at his address to Congress. No, I think Trump was busy doing something else, like actually running a country. Like and subscribe. Yes, thank you, Robert. I'm always on here. I forget to say things like, share, and subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. I like to just get on. The British against the English. Absolutely 100% correct. Also, listen, can't stand Farage. No, Musk saw through Farage immediately. As soon as he met him, he saw through him. And that doesn't surprise me at all. White Lightning Cider. Oh, God, that White Lightning Cider was fucking vicious, wasn't it? Oh, I remember waking upside down, thinking I was upside down with a bad neck because I'd somehow got behind someone's TV and I was drunk upside down. And that stuff was evil. MAGA. The English have the power to bring down Israel. The English have the power to bring down the entire world. I mean, we did own it once, and then, like idiots, we gave it back. Things may have been different. I think Israel can be left alone for the moment. It's got its own problems. At the moment, I don't give a shit about Israel or anywhere else. In fact, I don't give a shit about the rest of the world. What I'm concerned with is right here, right now, when we now have what we have as a cabinet, and we have a budget which everybody seems to just forget. The budget was postponed for another month because she's got Tobias, Tobias somebody in to help her, and that's what's going to happen. All these things that are coming through. So this, destroy my capital. Yep, absolutely. Well said. As London has fallen, Nigel Mirage's reality sets in. That's exactly what I do. Actually, it was Errol Musk who spotted Farage. Absolutely. Now, I'm not interested in. I'm not really now. I'll be honest. I'm not interested in the rest of the world. We need to focus on our own country. We really do need to. As soon as reform gets in, Farage will step down. Bet you £10. He's going to. He said he was only going to be in for reform for 5 years, which is the end of the election. What will happen is they will win, because at the moment they will win. Nigel will walk away and introduce you to the new leader of reform and your new Prime Minister, Mohammed Zia Youssef. What about Elon Phil? Buck Daniels, 2 shot of Jack Daniels in and 1 glass of Buckfast wine. Whoa! Fuck me, that wouldn't pisshead knock you 6, that would. Jesus. Woo! All I can say is I'm lucky I ain't got no Buckfast wine at the moment. You gotta love it. Leave my rights alone. You have to remember that not everybody's as far down the rabbit hole as other people. I hear you, I get you, but yeah. Reform is the new Tories. It's exactly. It's Tory Party 2.1. I'm an engineer. I'm Elon Musk. And if he distrusts Nigel Farage, that's good enough for me. I trust his judgment. Bravo, well said. The English have no more power. We do have power. We've just forgotten what it is and how to use it. And now it's time for us to remember how to use that power. Time to... have we gone off the track as usual? Talking about alcohol. We always dribble. We always dribble off track. People focus on Palestine. We had a 22-year-old woman living under a lorry, documented by Billy Moore. Absolutely. She'll probably start the poll tax riots 2.0, and Stum will act like the country is not burning down. Well, they're already doing that now. They are still convinced they're doing a fantastic job and everything's hunky-dory. Miss Karma is fasting not right. She knows she's got bigger bang heading her way. No one is immune to paying the piper. Correct. Absolutely correct. So, wow. I'm trying to think where this will go and how it will end, but I think the internet is great when you really need to get your act together while we have the ability, still have the ability, correct, until they shut it down. It's worth visiting Buckfast Abbey. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. We'll be talking about sweets next. No, we're not talking about sweets. Respect, I understand. Yes. You see, I've learned this. I mean, I like watching the Reverend Simon Sideways, and he says the same thing. The thing is, once you wake people up, people begin to work their way down the rabbit hole. And we're all at different stages on that rabbit hole. And some of the things that you will say to people, they go, you fucking... But give them time. I'm learning myself. I've recently entered the rabbit hole and I'm beginning to work my way down and I'm beginning to understand different things and things that I thought that I wasn't, that I thought I was a bit off the mark. I'm beginning to understand where things begin. And once you start to understand that, you begin to roll down the hole and then you begin to see how all these things click into place. And that's the most important thing. Reformers with Stitcher from day one. Reformers, yep, absolutely. Absolutely, Nick, 100%. Reform are controlled opposition and not going to 23 permanent secretaries. I mean, this is the other thing. What we have to understand is your government doesn't run you. The civil servants who were never elected, never get changed, they're the ones who are doing all this, not us. Read my last, read it loud. Amen. I think we know where this is going. Sadly, StreamYard sometimes censors posts as well. Yes, it does, unfortunately. Follow the information, not the opinion. That's absolutely correct. By the right, quick march, fall in. Yeah. Keep our powder dry. What you have to understand is simplistic is YouTube can be a bit of a pain. And does delete it. If there's certain things that it's not sure about, it gives me the option. But if it's decided that they don't like it, it's gone. And unfortunately, there are many rabbit holes. Some even contain rabbits. Yes, they do. This is very true. This is very true. IKEA cabinet reshuffle. It was worse than that. At least IKEA, you know what you get. Well, it does make a cabinet. What we got now is just a collection of even more moronic idiots. I just can't believe it, and I get it. By the way, as I was saying, because I like to drift with my chat because this is here for you lot as well, and I love the interaction, and I like to. Some people say I should just live stream and not interact, but without the chat, my channel, without the people watching, and without my chat, the channel will be nothing, and no one will be listening to anything I say in any case. But the reason Reeves is not gone is because the new budget is being written, which is why it's been delayed to November the 26th. It is going to be vile. It is going to be vicious. It is going to tax us to oblivion. And then, because it will be unpopular, Keir Starmer will pretend that he's listening to us and throw Rachel Reeves under the bus. That is the only reason why Rachel Reeves is still in the position that she's in now. Okay, she is there, ready and waiting to take the fall, so she can fall on her sword when they deliver a budget that is absolutely going to collapse the economy and is going to cause riots. I will be going through some of the things that are coming up that I've heard and read and understood, but trust me, this is why it's been delayed. Tobias, I can't remember his second name, he's involved. Tobias Bell, he's been brought in. He's the one who wrote the Economic 2030 document. Read that, and that's what they're going to try and implement. And if they implement that, that's the problem. We've got to be careful. Right, let's catch back up with the chat. Understand the triangle of trust, the beneficiary. Yeah, absolutely. In my opinion, Farage is on this. I'm starting to come to my senses. Yeah, he's absolutely right. House of Commons is nothing more. But yeah, absolutely right. Remember CB Radio 14 for a copy? Yeah, but they can listen to that as well and control that. Robert Payne, those rabbits are busy, I can tell you. They absolutely are. Eyeball. King Charles gave access to, yeah, absolutely correct. He did. They're all playing their part, all designed as is happening, correct. Especially with the Home Secretary who wants to free Palestine. The Home Secretary, this is the one we need to keep our eye on. This is the big problem. This is the one that's giving me a major headache immediately because it's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. She looks terrified. June Slater can't fault reform like her sense of humour, just too much tunnel vision. Yeah, a lot of like that, Monty. A lot of people are reform. I mean, somebody said to me, I know Nigel's not the best and he's a narcissistic idiot, and I know they're not perfect, and I know this, but it's all we got. Well, if you already know that there's all these things wrong, why in the hell would you vote for them? What, because it's all you've got? Well, you're not. If you know there's all these things wrong with it, why vote for it? Because you're voting for something you know isn't going to work. Just think on. Remember that these are the people who are saying when we win, we don't want our MPs to be from the elect. We want to put people into positions that we want. This is the people who've said we wanted to get rid of the House of Lords, but now want to keep it because they want to fill it with their people. Implement Order 66. Yep. I hear StreamYard is totally over a shit show now. I don't use StreamYard anymore. I use Rumble and the cameras direct off OBS because StreamYard is too expensive and it doesn't give you what you want. This isn't perfect. Lawrence Fox is seeing the information knowledge for that ruin him and he intends to release it next election. Knowledge of files remains silent. Why wait? Do it now. Do it now. Kill that lot off so we can concentrate on a new party. If you've got information, release it. Don't hold back. Don't wait till it's too late for us to be able to do something about it. Yeah, well, I'll do it just before the election and finish him off. Yeah, so then we're fucked. So don't do that. Do it now. So what you're going to do is bad things are because you can't sit and watch them push through the meat grinder. This is what we need to do. But we have to be clever in how we do it because there are eyes and ears on the internet. Remember that. But I have contacts in veteran societies and that, and trust me, things are. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, Ben Habib really needs to get his party's heart into gear. He does, PD Rich. He does. You know, we need to need to act as if in 2 years' time the election is going to be not 4, because I don't think what's happening now is the first step of it collapsing. Mark my words. It's going to collapse. Hello, Rachel. I'm late. What did I miss? Oh, nothing apart from the fact that we're doomed. Notice how the BBC are warming up. Oh, look, as soon as the mainstream media started going, "Oh, reform this, reform that," that should have been a red flag and an alarm bell for you straight away. Talking about alcohol, you missed it. Yeah, we've been. I've been smashing the JD a bit. So much so I've got a dry mouth. Whoa. Trust, after the 13th we win. Yeah, apart from the fact that it's all falling apart. Oh, alcohol. Which is helping us deal with the fact that it's not helping to deal. As I said, alcohol doesn't solve all your problems and doesn't help as much. It's just I needed something to sort of, because my brain was about to melt and explode after looking at the crap then. Well, there you go. Whatever helps. Once the royal family falls, it all falls. That's not a great and that's the great reset. The royal family aren't the royal family anymore. I'm afraid. Vindicator said similar earlier today about a collapse. It's coming. It's coming. You can see it coming. You really can see it coming. It's as Paz quite rightly said, the perfect analogy of military-wise is it's a rolling barrage. You can see it coming, and you know what that means, and you know what it's going to lead to, and it's just walking its way towards you. A walking barrage or a rolling barrage, depending on which way you want to say it. Alcohol allows the demons in. Correct, it certainly does. You do not want us to do. They want us to kick off. They'll hammer us if we do. We need to get politically organised. We do. But unfortunately, it's whether we can keep people that controlled, and they are going to engineer something to help that kick off. Compulsory games night, all ranks mess. Oh, bloody hell. That's been a while. Isn't been he listened to his speeches and that he was born in Pakistan, but I've listened to him multiple times, and the man genuinely bleeds red, white, and blue. So I'm going to try and get some sleep. Keep it hopeful, everyone. Thanks, Robert. Thanks for popping in. Love your Knights Templar. It's that's my favourite. That's that one over there, isn't it? Because it's opposite on the screen. Yeah, that dude there. That's reminds me when the devil looked down at the knight while on one knee and said, "You are kneeling because you're beaten," and he went, "No, I'm just." He doesn't say. Sorry, the knight doesn't say anything except for the words "Amen." Stands up and says, "Let's go." And that's what it is. His father was, his mother was not. He's neither. It's true. I saw the bad side that made his family feel. Yeah, he did. If you listen to the Liam Tufts interview with Ben, he loves our country. It is literally that simple. He does love this country, and I genuinely believe him. I'm genuinely beginning to believe that's what's coming. Won't go the way the establishment thinks. Pendulum is always swinging both ways. Great awakening is growing. I agree. You're not doomed. The elitists are panicking. It's always darkest before the dawn. Correct. Well said, Kirster. Sleep. Yeah. I don't get much of that either. Which is probably this is why this is happening, because the stress of stuff and that can trigger off the demons. Long live the Knights Templar. Amen to that. That's enough of that. Ugh. Yeah, sleep's a luxury that memories don't allow me sometimes. Sultan Captain William von Sausage Fingers is founding member of the World Economic Forum. He absolutely is. Is it a coincidence that last week the iron fence around Westminster was completed? I wonder why. Donald Trump seems to love the USA. That's because he does. He's a man who bleeds red, white, and blue, stars and stripes. It is nice to see. It's a bit like the guy who's in charge of Poland. He's the same. He loves his country. And in reality, that's what you want your leader of your country to do. Love your country. Put your country first. Look after and protect your inhabitants, not sell them out to the highest bidder. Also going to the London night. Have a good weekend. No worry, Monty. I'm going to bring it to a close any case because I've got some stuff to do. Everybody's tired and I'm wide awake with worry. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get much sleep tonight, but I have got things to do. Strange enough, Ben Habib comes off as one of the most British people in politics. I agree, PD. He has impressed me. Sort of like Tommy. Yeah, absolutely. Average 46 hours daily, clockwork 40 years. Sometimes I can go 2-3 days without any sleep. Maybe an hour here. I've disabled my government phone alert. Oh, I've done that as well. Good night, Monty Mop. Good night. So, I best bring this to a close. I've got a lot of things to do before Mrs. G gets home from work, etc. Trump was the 47th president, 9/11. He was from Fremantle. He was 46. Would have made a ruin of life. Potentially. Right then, I'm going to bring this on to a close. I was only going to go on for half an hour, and we're coming up to an hour, and I have, as I said, things to do. Charlie Mullins, Simon Danzak, Anne Widdicombe, Noreen Diamond, Savers of Britain. I don't think so. You're absolutely right, John. Absolutely right. Right then. No one will knock your door, Gobster. Settle. I was paranoid for years. How could it give two fucks? Show their card is my motto. Yeah, I understand that. I get it. But yeah, if they knock my door, they knock my... The honest thing is, they knock my door, they knock my door. They'll get my name, and that's it. I won't cooperate at all. No more. It's literally, it will be name, rank, and serial number, and that'll be the last they get out of me. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all the support that you've given me throughout my journey down the route of politics. I never expected to get where I am. Because for me, I was talking to my son, and I was talking to me. In reality, doing this is because I feel the need to speak. And I know everybody goes, "Oh, you're a grifter," and this, that, and it's not about the money. It's not about the subscribers. It's not about any of that for me. It's the fact that I feel I need to speak. I need to talk about this. This is the most important thing. I have kids, I have grandkids, and I love my country, and that's why I do what I do. I genuinely do it because I love doing it. Because I have to speak out. I can't sit down. I mean, I could just bury myself in gaming and enjoy that, but no. I really can't. I have to speak out. I have to stand tall. I have to put my head above the parapet wall because we have to. And I know there are people who can't for whatever reason. And if that makes me your voice, then I'm honoured and proud to be that voice. In very dark times. It is dark, but we may get to the end. It's funny, there are parts of my neighbourhood where the locals refuse to take their flags down. Yep. Cheers, my friend. Don't allow what they're trying to achieve. You wonder if we will know demoralising patriots. Happiness, joy is their kryptonite. Exactly. That's why they don't like the flags flying. They hate that. So keep it going. I have no trust in the system. Nothing will change the system. Then we have to. Nice little chat, folks. Good night. Good night, everybody, in any case. Thanks so much. I'll look forward to giving you in the next live stream whenever I get the opportunity and the chance. Obviously, videos will be flowing through as usual. Please like, share, and subscribe. Liking is the most thing. The more people that like these videos, that forces YouTube to fire it out through the algorithm, and people get to see more of my videos. And when people get to see more of my videos, people join the channel, which then helps the situation, because YouTube will try and keep us quiet. They really do. Fight or flight. I'm an ex-soldier. There's no such thing as flight. Maybe a tactical withdrawal, but it will always be fight. I fought on foreign fields for this country, and I made an oath to protect it from all enemies. So I have no choice, but I will fight. I'll fight for my country, my flag, my family, my children, my grandchildren, and the future people coming along, because that's what we need to do. And we're glad we do what you. Thank you, Mark. It's very much appreciated. It really is. So with that, I am done. I shall look forward to catching you in the next one. The usual ways to support the channel in the description when it eventually uploads onto YouTube. And with that, I'm done. So until the next one.
It was not part of their blood. It came to them very late, with long arrears to make good when the English began to hate. They were not easily moved. They were icy, willing to wait till every count should be proved ere the English began to hate. Their voices were even and low, their eyes were level and straight. There was neither sign nor show when the English began to hate.